Hey there friends, it's Melanie and I'm here to do another video for you, giving you a recap of what was supposed to be just one single week, but because life got insanely busy, I'm gonna have to recap 2 weeks because I missed doing it last weekend. So stay tuned and I will fill you in as to what we've been up to lately. Okay, so the last 2 weeks have been just absolute madness in our house. We just finished our 3rd week of homeschooling this year, so what I'm going to talk about basically is weeks 2 and 3. And let me just tell you, this is my 5th year to homeschool, but because this was a brand new curriculum for us to use, every single aspect of this curriculum was brand new to us. I mean, there was not one single thing that we have previously used, so we're trying to learn just the way that it kind of flows and what, I don't know, it's every time you start a new curriculum, it kind of takes a little while to get used to it and to really feel it out and get it all where it makes sense. Plus, we started a co-op this year, which we had never done previous to this year, and I absolutely love it. It is amazing. I'm thinking about doing a video completely about, our co-op experience, but it has been absolutely phenomenal, and I'm so incredibly glad that we decided to join the co-op this year. But being a part of a co-op, whereas we never were before, there's a certain element of accountability and responsibility, and so whereas in years past I really didn't have to answer to anyone when it came to homeschooling my kids, now my kids have teachers that they have to turn in assignments to in order to get credit. And I'm teaching a class as well, so actually 2 classes, and so I have to make sure that I'm preparing for those ahead of time. And so it can be a little bit crazy. I'm teaching one class and I'm helping with another one. I'm not the main teacher in one of the classes, but regardless, it's a lot. It's a lot of responsibility. But in order for us to be a part of the co-op, the parents have to volunteer in order to make everything run smoothly. And so the 2 classes that I am helping with, I am helping in a class that is basically high school history, literature, and church history. It is a class that's an hour and a half long, and it's a combined class for all 3 of those subjects. And so that one, I'm basically just the teacher's helper. I sit and I help with group discussions. I can help with grading papers and so forth, but I won't be the primary teacher in that class. In the 2nd class, I am co-teaching another high school class, physical science. And that one, the other teacher is brand new to the co-op as well. She's brand new to homeschooling. She's never homeschooled her kids before. And so we're both kind of like, do you know how to teach this? Because I've never done this before, so we'll just figure it out. So that has been interesting for sure, but I think that we've got a good grasp on it now, and I think it's going to be really, really good. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've already had a lot of fun with it, and I hope that the kids are having fun in our class too. So that kind of is, I could do an entire video about co-op. If you guys are interested, I realize that all co-ops are going to be a little bit different. Some of them will have a lot of aspects that are the same, but am happy to share our experience and what I find to be the pros of being in a co-op versus just basically homeschooling on your own. So another thing that we got to celebrate in the past 2 weeks was my husband's birthday. His birthday was on August 23rd, and I won't tell you how old he is, but if you remember my video from a couple weeks ago, I will tell you he's 10 years older than me. So you can go back and watch that one if you don't remember, but he wouldn't really care if I told you how old he is. But yes, my husband had a birthday on August 23rd, and so we got to celebrate him with my family. So we did that at my parents' house. We grilled some steaks and some pork chops, and we had some loaded mashed potato casserole to go along with it, and it was a really decadent and really delicious meal. And so it was some of his favorite foods. We decided to go ahead and just splurge a little bit and have some of his favorites for his birthday, so we did that. In other news, I wanted to give you guys an honest update about something that I'm not really proud to admit, but I'm being honest with you, so here it is. If you guys have been following me for a while, you will know, or you might remember, that fitness and health related topics are really important to me. They're a really big deal to me, and I'm really sad to say that I went to the gym. Well, I'm happy to say that I went to the gym today, but I'm sad to say that it was the first time in 5 weeks that I had been to the gym. And so it wasn't necessarily because I didn't want to go to the gym, because every single day I thought to myself, when can I fit it in today? Can I go? How can I make it work? But I'm not kidding you guys. I didn't have time. I could not fit in the time to go to the gym. And so it was a little bit crazy. I knew that it was a priority for me. And, bottom line is I've been extremely busy, and I've been looking at some different areas of my life, and I'm looking at things and I'm going, okay, something's going to have to be cut. Something has to go, because I don't have time for everything that I would like to do in a day. And I did not want fitness or working out or bettering myself and my health to be that thing. So I was determined to not let that happen. But the 2 weeks prior to us starting school, I was really, really focused on getting our curriculum set up and getting everything prepared for us. I set up our homeschool room. I did all that. And I know I promised you guys a homeschool room tour. I haven't forgotten. It's just been really, really busy. Have I said that enough in this video? So I'm still planning on doing that for you guys. But the 2 weeks prior to us starting school, I was so busy preparing for school that I felt like I didn't have time. And then the past 3 weeks, we've been doing school and trying to figure out our days and figure out what flow works for us, and when can we do this, and when do the kids need me here, and when can they work independently, and so forth and so on. And it literally has not been until today that I felt like, okay, I feel like I can go to the gym. I've got this. And so I went today, and I'm really happy about that. It was hard. It was really hard, because when you are going to the gym consistently and then you stop for 5 weeks, it not completely, but it almost feels like you have to start from scratch, which was a little bit frustrating to me, but I know that it's a priority to me, and I know that it's a commitment that I made to myself, and so I'll get back into it. But it was a little bit hard today. I was struggling a little bit to lift my weights, and the squats hurt a little bit more than they used to, and my cardio I got a little more tired than I used to, but I will get back into it. And along with not going to the gym for those 5 weeks, of course, I let my eating slip, and I started eating things that I really wouldn't have eaten before. But I'm going to get back. I'm going to clean that all up again, get back where I need to be. So I definitely wanted to update you guys about that as well. Okay, so like I mentioned, and I just wanted to touch on this. Hopefully I can make it brief. But if you are a busy person, which I don't know anyone who isn't, I think that you'll understand this. There are so many things that I wish I had time for in a daily basis. But I just don't, I just don't. I don't have time to do everything that I would like to do. And so I have reached a point, and this happened for me last week, where I decided I was going to have to figure out what meant the most to me, and that was what I was going to devote my time to. And some of the things that were on the list were homeschooling my kids, obviously, being there for them and being available to teach them, and that takes up several hours of my day every single day, Monday through Friday. Another thing that's really important to me, obviously, is my faith, and so I want to make sure that I spend time every single day reading God's Word, and if I can, incorporating some type of devotion, spending some time in prayer. That's really important to me, and because of my personality and trial and error, I know that works best for me if I can do it first thing in the morning when, everyone else is still asleep. But if I don't get right on it, if I decide to sleep in, that makes it really hard to get that done. So I needed to make that a priority, and I needed to make sure that it happens first thing in the morning in order to benefit me the most. Another thing that is a big priority to me that I've already mentioned is my health, working out and making sure that I'm eating to fuel my body and not just eating junk all the time. And that one is one that it had to take a little bit of a back seat for a little while, but it's a priority, and I need to make sure that I'm making time for it. Another one that I kind of let go of during the summer, but I really, really missed it, is reading. You guys, I love to read, but I'm so busy. I don't have a lot of time to read unless I make the time for it. And I will say that throughout the summer, my husband and I spent a lot of time binge watching TV shows on Netflix, and just we watched a lot of TV. And it's not that I regret that decision, because I enjoy the fact that I got to spend that time with my husband and we got to have that. But I really missed reading. And if we were laying in bed at night and we watched an hour and a half to 2 hours of TV, I was pretty much done by that point. I was not going to pick up a book and read. So I didn't do hardly any reading over the summer, and I really missed it. So I knew that I wanted to, put that back into my schedule and make time for it. I also, because I'm a stay-at-home mom and this house is my domain, it is my job, I have to make sure that I'm spending time every day maintaining my house, doing laundry, cooking meals for my family, and doing all of those things that we all love to do. I actually do enjoy doing quite a bit of those things. If I don't do them frequently enough and I get behind, then I start to feel really like it's a chore, and I don't enjoy that. But if I stay caught up on it and I do a little bit every day, I don't mind doing it at all. But that is one of the things that I knew that I needed to prioritize my time and make sure that it was fitting in there. So if you guys haven't already picked up on it, I haven't mentioned YouTube. My channel is definitely 100% a priority to me. Please don't misunderstand me when I say that it is a priority. It is right up there with my health and fitness. I am going to continue my channel. I'm going to share with you guys, but I haven't had a lot of time to create anything to share with you lately. I have, I think, 2 videos that I've filmed, and I just haven't had time to sit and edit them. So hopefully I'll have some time to do that this week for y'all. But that's been a struggle. YouTube and working out were the 2 things that had to take a back seat over the past several weeks. And I missed both of them so much. And I really wanted to find some time to do them, but it was a struggle for me. And yes, I chose for a little over a week now, every night before I go to bed, I am choosing to read for about an hour before I go to sleep, rather than edit videos, rather than watch YouTube videos. Can I just tell you guys that it has been like 3 weeks or more since I've watched YouTube videos? Like, legit. It has been a long time, because I just don't have the time. I don't have the time anymore. When I'm faced with the decision of sit and watch YouTube or read a book that I really want to spend some time reading, I'm gonna choose the book. So now, there are days when I'm like, I really just want to catch up on some of my good old friends on YouTube, and that's what I'm going to do. And so that's what I do. But it doesn't happen very often. I don't get a lot of time to actually watch YouTube videos, which is kind of ironic since I have a channel on YouTube. You would think that, I would watch a lot, but I really don't. I don't have time to watch very much. So I have some channels that I'm subscribed to, and I try to watch those when I have a free minute, but it doesn't happen very often. So YouTube is something that definitely had to take a backseat to everything else recently, but I wanted to reassure you that I am here. I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere. I have some ideas for videos in the future that I hope you guys are going to enjoy. I'm so incredibly grateful to all of you for sticking around, even though I literally was MIA for 16 days. Is that right? Maybe 11 days. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I put out a video. So I'm so grateful to you guys. And I get messages from some of you sometimes like, where are you? Are you okay? Is everyone okay? We're worried about you. Where have you been? And it makes me feel so bad that I can't like jump on right then and say, I'm here. Don't worry about me. I'm good. But I try to respond to comments and when I can, and I try to at least do that. I'm not always great at it, but I'm trying, you guys. I really am. Today was the first day that I actually feel like I did all my chores that, yes, I call them my chores, just like the kids have chores. I did my chores today, and I worked out today, and I got meals prepared today, and we did school today. I made my bed. Like, I was on top of things today. I actually had time to sit and film a video that I'm now going to attempt to get edited before we have to leave for our plans for tonight. So I'm really trying. I'm really trying, you guys. So just be patient with me. I promise I will get it figured out. I promise that I will get some time in my schedule that I can film for you. I have not forgotten that I also promised you a day in the life of a homeschool family video. I'm going to film that as well. Obviously, I didn't feel like I could film that when we were still unsure about what was going on in our own days. Like I don't want to show you I don't want to show you a crazy chaotic day where it's just, there's no, like, you're going to go, what in the world is she even doing with her kids? I wanted to kind of get us into the groove, get things figured out before I shared with you. And that way you would think that maybe I have it together, even though most days I don't. Okay guys, so that's going to be it for me. I realized that this was kind of choppy, kind of a little bit of everything all over the place. The basic gist of it is that I have been very busy, but things are finally starting to... They're not slowing down because I still have just as much on my plate as I did before, but I'm getting better about figuring out how much time I need for things. So I'm getting better about figuring out where everything needs to go on the plate, if that makes sense. So hopefully you will start seeing more of me very soon. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by and welcome. I would love to have you subscribe. I usually put out a lot more videos than I have been recently, but if you're interested, go back and watch some of my videos on my channel. I have over 300 videos here, and I've been on YouTube for a little over a year now. So there's plenty there for you to watch. You can go binge watch if you want to, because that's what I tend to do. So that's gonna be it. I hope you guys are all doing very, very well. I miss talking to you in the comment section below, so leave me a comment and just let me know, you know, do you have kids? Are they back in school? Are you a homeschool family? Are you a public school family? Anything you want to talk about, just talk to me, because I miss talking to you guys. I would love to hear from you, and I'll be back really soon. You guys take care. Bye now.